Hi, and welcome to the final round of our Modern Night for January 2019. I'm back here with Isaac.
Hello.
Anyway, we've got Sam Shield on this one. He's on his green Tron with a little white splash, just for such good sideboard cards in modern sideboards. And we've got Hugh Nixon on the right. He's going to be on his green-white Value Town, not quite Maverick deck. So, who do you like the odds on for this one?
I think if you can get a Ugin or Ugin down at, he's going to have a lot of trouble dealing with that without something like a Phyrexian Revoker. But the value from that, from just wiping the board, is going to be really strong. However, with his ability to recur and tutor up Strip Mine or Ghost Quarter effects, is going to make it really hard for him to get to Tron to be able to do those things.
So you're saying that the Tron deck wants to get Tron?
Yes,
you got
surprisingly.
Some insightful commentary here from Isaac, 2019. So,
but there was also the very insightful concept of the other deck doesn't want him to get Tron.
Oh, some next level plays there.
Yeah, right?
Alright, well, let's see what next level plays these guys get off, eh? So Hugh won the die roll, and both have decided to keep 7 cards, and we open immediately with an old Onslaught Windswept Heath. Which fetch lands do you like there? The old ones or the new ones for the original?
I like the new ones just because I like all of my borders in my cards to be the same.
I like having matching borders, but I don't like the little hollow stickers at the top. I agree with you. I've got the same. I've got all Kanzatak here. That's also because I sold my Onslaught fetches a couple of days before the Khan's announcement.
It's also Tower into Sphere there. Classic Tron start. Not as good as the map, but he may have natural Tron.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but he uses white-bordered Tron lands, so he's scum.
And he's also seen a Ghost Quarter into a Knight of a Reliquary, which spells trouble for him. That means Ghost Quarter into Ghost Quarter into Ghost Quarter.
Into Ghost Quarter.
Possibly into Ghost Quarter.
On the other hand, Sam's running a complement of Forest. Ghost Quarter doesn't really keep you down too much as a Tron player, because you just turn into a rampy value deck.
Yeah, but he's going to be punching with that Knight if he's not using the Ghost Quarters, because Sam still has to... His big plays are 7 or 8 mana. If he can't reach that, he's stuck at 4, 5 mana.
If he can hit 6, though, he gets Wormcoil Engine online. And at 5 mana, he can detonate a Oblivion Stone to keep himself in the game.
Yeah, but he really wants to be able to go Oblivion Stone, detonate Oblivion Stone on the same turn.
Oh, certainly. And that's 8 mana to do so. Which can be done as early as turn 4.
And that is a mine, I believe?
I think that's a mine. Yeah, the power plant's the green one, yeah? I think.
With the insecty looking thing.
No, that's the old art. So because he's using all, crappy white border ones there.
Mine are all white.
Ugh. I mean, so are mine, but they're at least the old art.
I've got the one of each.
And I've got 12 different arts.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm not playing full scumbag with my tilt you right off your chair bloody land arrangement. The 1 Antiquities, 10 Chronicles.
Tower and Mine plays Ghost Quarter and Forest.
And he's even nice enough to show us his hand. Wait, how did he play Sylvan Scry?
He had the Sphere.
Oh,
so
yeah. No, he had the Sphere, but he only had 1 land before he played that mine.
Yeah, so he had the Sphere, played the land, tapped the lands, played...
that's what he was doing before, because he was revealing that he had it. He did it out of sequence, that'd be why. Because he played... What he wanted to do was play the mine, then play Sylvan Scry, but he
Alright, he's Ghost Quartered the tower there. I've heard, I'm not sure if I believe, but I think that actually sounds correct. That if you're playing against Tron, you actually don't want to get rid of the towers. You want to get rid of their other pieces instead. So that way they are forced to use the 3 mana land, or potential 3 mana, to go and get Tron. So that way when they have their untapped lands, it's a 2 mana instead of a 3 mana.
Yeah, you're definitely right, but it can matter as well what you've seen them play. I mean, if they're Sylvan Scrying for a non-tower piece and they don't have their tower out yet, then it's obvious they have the tower in hand.
Yeah.
So you want to hit what they don't have, and you can pick up little context clues to do that, but people say you hit the tower because you want to get the 3 mana land, but it's often pointless. If you're keeping them off Tron, then it doesn't matter which one you hit, and if you're not keeping them off Tron and they've got access to 7 mana, then it probably won't make a difference anyway. You're still fucked.
Yeah. The point is that if you have no other information, all other things being equal, It's often not correct to get the tower. It's better to get the mine or the power plant.
Definitely.
Unless you have other information about their hand telling you otherwise.
Yeah, certainly. So basically, just don't go straight for the tower, even though it makes the most mana.
Yeah. Which is somewhat counterintuitive.
A little bit counterintuitive, but it doesn't give you a huge percentage, but it's one of those. So Tron's again small percentages.
And that is Courser of Crewfix. I thought for a second, because I thought the top of his library was revealed, it was a Ghost Quarter on top. That's a Scavenging Ooze on top.
Yeah, they are very different cards.
Yeah.
So even setting out the graveyard there. Yeah, because Tron's a deck that almost plays itself.
Getting rid of his basic planes, shuffling away the top of his library.
He doesn't want it, and he pumps up a big boy knight. That's alright.
Just a note: the knight doesn't get +1/+1 counters. That's just a representation of how many lands are in his graveyard.
Yeah. I mean, it makes it a lot easier for us, but he probably shouldn't have that die on there. Maybe have it off to the side as well, just to differentiate the fact that it's not counters.
Yeah, and it's only a Wednesday as well, so
yeah. I mean, as long as everyone understands the board state, even having him on there at a comp relevant's fine.
And he uses the Noble Hierarch to activate the Scavenging Ooze to get rid of his land in the graveyard.
And he swings in. Puts Sam down to 12. This looks like it might be a pretty quick game. It's a slightly one-sided board state here, even with that Ugin. He can actually play the Ugin next turn, can't he?
If he gets Tron and maintains it.
Which he won't with that Ghost Quarter.
Yeah, and the Knight. It looks like he's going to need to wipe the board or be in a lot of trouble next turn.
Yeah.
He has a 5/5 Knight, which will get bigger. On board, it can already get 2 points bigger with the Horizon Canopy and the Ghost Quarter. And then there is the Corsair, which can value lands off the top.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's in a lot of trouble at this point.
So I like what Sam's done here. He's gone for the power plant. That way he has excess of every Tron land in hand, but Hugh can still just put him off it on upkeep to keep him off Ugin this turn.
Yeah, doesn't have a lot of, if any, that I can think of, instant speed interaction in Tron.
And shoutouts to Hugh for Dramoka's command in the main. That's such a good card.
This is very reminiscent of a Todd Stevens deck.
Yeah?
Yeah, Todd Stevens, like, green white value.
He does like his green white value.
Yeah, and apparently other things which got him in trouble.
Yeah, that's happened a couple times recently, hasn't it? And Sam's saying, why don't you Ghost Quarter my forest for value? That way you keep me off my colours. It's But Hugh sees through this very subtle ruse here.
Yep.
But you see, no, now Hugh's just in trouble. That's Eternal Witness mana. Which is obviously at the front of his mind right now. He's got the mana, therefore, and no more Ghost Quarters to keep him off it.
Even if he had the Eternal Witness, he's still not on Tron. You did say splashing white, maybe you'll see Renegade Rallier.
Ooh. That value. If either one of these decks are going to be playing Renegade Rallier, I'm not putting my money on it being in Tron.
I would 100% agree with that.
I haven't seen this version of Sam's list, so I'm pretty sure his White Splash is just for,
It'd be for
sideboard cards and for the sneaky value endgame Horizon Canopy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
That's
pretty sure.
basically not even a white splash, it's just a value land splash. The white is not a point there.
But he can make use of the mana, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
It's got, I think, Rips and Stonies in the board, which Stony seems like a terrible idea for him, to be honest.
This is before KCI ban, so it seems decent.
It is after the announcement, but before the thing took effect, yeah. Which,
That's a long way of saying what I said, thanks.
yeah, no worries. Which is why last round we had Wolfie giving KCI a last go. If it were up to him, he would have been on for all 4 rounds. As it was, I didn't get a 4th round because I didn't bother to clean all the Legacy Legends 2018 footage off my camera before I started filming this. I ran out of space. It was just some...
If you want to go back to that and watch me cry at Flicker Wisps, then go ahead.
That wasn't it. Oh, yeah, that.
I think it was.
No, the 4th round of this one was just some burn mirror. It was...
Oh, I was talking about Legacy Legends.
Yeah, I remember you crying at Flicker Wisp there. Tyrone and I had a good time laughing at you all through that.
There is only so long you can pretend your hand is not full of lands playing burn.
Yeah. It's roughly turn 3, you stop doing that.
Yeah. When it goes to a slow, grindy match, and they play one thing, and you go, yep, sure, resolves, and they're tapped out, they go, maybe he's playing around? And then the second time they do it, no, he has nothing.
No, he's got
I'm
nothing.
free to do whatever I like. He either has terrible cards or lands, and it's probably lands.
Oh, you just get in the sneaky barbarian ring. You'd be good.
Barbarian ring plus Fire Blast is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And we are talking about different matches because this one's already over.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know about you, but I think Sam's due for an unexpected last-minute comeback here.
Oh, that's what I was implying.
Of course, because all he has to do is drop a tower.
And then a Nukin,
Yeah.
and he'd be fine.
He's got Yugen in hand, doesn't he?
I think he might.
Done. You're right, this is all over.
Well,
I think this match might be Attila the Dun.
and that's another Ghost Quarter, and you're correct.
Yeah, you're right. He's not having a good time with those ghost quarters. Well, Hugh is.
He can shrink his Night Relic with that artifact. In this case, Relic of Progenitus.
Relic of Progenitus. Oh, there you go. Sam's got enough for a Steel League champions now. Triple green out of Dolnaria, such a good card.
Be playing Nullhide Ferox for that matter.
Yeah. I don't think that's quite what he's trying to get out of this game plan.
Why is he playing so much green mana then?
Well, it's to play around Ghost Quarter. Well, that'd be a good way just to tilt your control or your any sort of Ghost Quarter opponent. Is that his sideboard just bring in a whole bunch of value green cards?
Or Crucible.
Well, Crucible. Well, Crucible's fine, but anyone can play around Crucible.
I'm assuming Hugh's running at least a couple of Knight of Autumn's main inside.
I think he is.
I'd say it's a fairly safe bet.
Yeah, decent card. You only get to choose one option when you lands, don't you? It's not you don't choose two options and you may choose the same one twice. It's just plus 2 counters, 4 life, or disenchant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's artifact or enchantment.
3 mana.
And 3 mana, yeah.
And you get a 2/1, potentially 4/3 for that. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Come on, Hugh, this is cruel. Just kill him.
So Scrying Rebellion Oblivion Stone, which you can definitely cast.
And you should probably pay for. Oh no, he's just picking it up.
But unfortunately cannot crack.
No.
One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. And that is lethal even if he cracks his... Yeah, still lethal.
Yep.
Hugh, of course, is known in the Brisbane Magic scene for Legacy Elves, in which he's a very solid player, and he also splashes into Maverick and occasionally plays Elves or Maverick.
It's just because he's already got the Savannahs.
Yeah.
Which, it's a pity. I'm trying to get rid of a Savannah at the moment, so if you need a Savannah, hit me up. Just leave a comment and I will sell you a nice minty revised Savannah.
Hugh's kept 5, Scry at the bottom.
And Sam's on 6, Scry to the top, and he's on the play. And we go into a very traditional Tron opener there of Tower into Expedition map, or Tron land into Expedition map.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what the Tron land is at that point.
So
if you have a second Tron land in hand, that's which he does.
Which he does, yeah.
That's turn 3 Tron.
Pity he's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, the other cards in his hand are Forest, and Ancient Stirrings.
So cards you could cast off a forest.
Yeah, value.
Such value. If anything, I wouldn't be exposing my Tron lands
This is
at this
why
point.
Ancient Stirring needs to be banned in Modern.
Well, it hasn't done shit for him at the moment. So, when we're recording this, it's Wednesday evening on the 27th Australian time. What are your predictions for the February 28th announcement? Or is it just going to be announcement of more announcements?
I think they're going to durdle and waffle about more of the pro play and competitive play announcements. So that's going to be the focus of their announcements. As far as bannings and other significant things, I don't think too much.
Oh, there's no banning for this one, but there's talk of a modern relevant set announcement or something like that. So like their not Battle Bond set of this year is going to be modern related.
Oh, that'll be
But
interesting.
they've discontinued the Masters series, so it's going to be something new. So it's going to be modern Nasters and something completely new.
Well, as long as it's reprints, I'm happy with that. If it's just Modern Legal set, I'm not sure how I feel about a set that's just for Modern and Legacy that doesn't go through the filter of Standard. It may push cards to the broken end.
What do you reckon of the prediction by me a couple seconds ago as I try to come up with content for this very boring game of similar to what they did on Modo with Tempestry Masters? How about we see a Mirrodin remastered? A reprint, effectively, of Mirrodin block.
That'll be fine.
Even if it's all three sets sort of jammed into one, you'll get to see your chromatic stars and spheres again. Maybe a sneaky reprint of Arcbound Ravager, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with the reprinting sets.
And maybe if they do one of those,
revised.
mirrored and masters effectively, just to have something a bit interesting and to drive down the price of some modern staples. I know Arcbound Ravager is a bad example of that at the moment, but just to reprint some old cards in a hell of a draft environment too.
Yeah, that's Oblivion Stone, which is a strong play for Sam at this point in time. He has Tron,
and he can blow
Oblivion Stone, and he has...
cannot blow it up.
No.
He can, however, add a fate counter to his own Oblivion Stone.
Which I believe he does.
Oh yeah, you did too. Shit, this isn't the first time we've watched this.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Oh, and there's the Ghost Quarter to ruin the dream for everyone. What'll it be?
That's mine.
No, that's his. That's right, he added the fate counter to the Oblivion Stone to do... Well, if he lands another Oblivion Stone and blows it up, I mean, there's something useful there, but I don't think that's on the game plan at the moment. But I mean, joke's on Hugh, he's just activated Ancient Stirrings. Because that's relevant at the moment.
It is.
Yeah, it very much is.
And that's a Courser of Crufix and what looks like a Scavenger Use is the other card to Q's hand.
Yes, and he can cast it.
Yeah. He should be able to cast anything in his deck at this point in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an Excavator.
That is
which,
a much better card.
Is a very relevant card to cast right now. What I don't want...
Especially as Sam, I'm not sure how many forests he run in his deck, but the fact that he has two in his hand is going to make those Ghost Quarters far more relevant.
Yeah. I like playing the Corsair here, so he can do the Excavator next turn because he's already made his land drop, and he that way doesn't expose...
That's a Ghost Quarter off the top.
It means he doesn't expose his Excavator to a potential draw a Tron land and blow him up.
Yeah.
That's the wrong Tron land, but he's got the right idea. But he can potentially hit a Tron land off this as well. As he does everything he can to not show us what he's looking at. Oh, there's one.
I think the rest was just eggs.
I saw a chromatic star in there.
Yeah.
It's a 2D image, Isaac. Moving your head to the side of my monitor doesn't help.
No, it does. The Sylvan Scrying, Chromatic Star, I think possibly an Oblivion Stone, and there's a Power Plant, which is what he's getting.
Yeah, you'll definitely want the Power Plant here.
It's a Scrying, Star, Oblivion Stone, Power Plant, and I think maybe an Ancient Stones.
The pick here is absolutely the Power Plant. Or is it? No. No, he's scared of the...
just 2 stars, sorry.
He's scared of that ghost quarter on top.
I can't see that.
But I mean, you don't recover from ghost quarter by not playing lands. Is it? Oh.
And Hugh's just thinking to himself, pick something, it doesn't matter.
He's not going to get out of being ghost quartered into oblivion by not picking up Tron lands. Oh, there's multiple forests. Maybe he wants extra green. Oh, that's his hand. Never mind. Come on, boy. People are watching.
Yeah, that is a Horizon Canopy.
Yeah, that's the new IMA one, which I don't like.
Again, I don't mind that it has the same blur as other cards. I don't mind the artwork as well, but I like the fact that the other card is more sort of... the color palette goes across the whole card. And
yeah.
It feels, as far as those cards, it looks quite nice.
And it's just because we're so used to... We've been playing with that Horizon Canopy since 2007 as well, so... But it is a very nice piece of art. It's just a matter of getting used to it. And that bloody holo stamp. And now they're on Shocklands.
Mm-hmm. And that's
a swing for 4.
Yep.
They have a tasty 4/6.
Will he pop off the ghost quarter now? Looks like he
definitely should.
I think he should as well. If you only had 1 Tron land, you probably wouldn't bother.
I still don't know why he didn't bother, because he didn't play a land. His Horizon Canopy was his land for turn. What he should have done was drop the land and blown the Oblivion Stone at the last possible chance.
Did he have 5 mana?
He did if you had the Tron land up.
Oh, and that's a strip mine too. He didn't get an extra forest.
Just look at all those forests on hand.
Yeah, which means he's only playing 3 in the deck.
He's probably stripped 1 for the Horizon Canopy.
Yeah.
And maybe a Plains.
You want to play at least 4, I think, if you're playing Tron.
I play 4, personally.
And yours mono green?
Yeah, I'm mono green, yes. But no, we know he doesn't have a Plains, otherwise he would have fetched it off the Ghost Quarter. Oh, that's not good.
And that is...
That's game. That is absolutely game.
I think at this point in time you strip mine the forest.
Yeah, hit the forests. Because you know he's got nothing. I mean, you can tell by both the board state and the amount of time left on this video that this match is over.
Yep. Not much to commentate on. One board full of creatures recurring the answer to the person's deck, and the other person trying to find something to do.
I mean, he's desperately holding onto that Horizon Canopy now, otherwise I would have popped it trying to find an answer, so he's obviously looking for something white.
Oh, he can play that Oblivion Stone as well. That's clutch. Unfortunately, can't pop it, so he'll still be dying.
Is that a Nature's Claim on the far left-hand side?
Possibly.
I mean, he
can get rid of the Courser and save himself a turn if he uses the Exalted Swing.
Yeah. But it's pretty narrow at the moment. No, he's done. He's had enough of this.
Yeah. The Remnant Excavator getting up a Ghost Quarter every turn is just too much value.
Yeah. And just the incremental value off the Courser as well, knowing what's coming, being able to plan for it, and gaining that little bit of life. Not that life total is hugely relevant against Tron, but against someone like yourself...
Strip Mine in any form of Magic.
Recursive Strip Mine seems pretty good, I'm not going to lie to you.
In Modern, Legacy, Vintage, Standard, doesn't matter what you're playing, if they keep getting rid of your lands, you're not going to have a fun time.
Well, I think that's about it for this Modern event. Stay tuned for another Modern event coming in March. Or maybe a Legacy, I don't know yet.
We'll have to wait and see, but you'll see in the posts on Facebook.
See you then.